I'm Eito Asakura. If I say so myself, I'm really smart. I was educated as a gifted child since I was little. So, I even finished studying high school stuff when I was in primary school. But for some reason, I never do well in school. It's not that I'm lazy. It's not that I never took exams. I always take exams, and I only get average results back. This must be right. I'm pretty sure I always answer the questions right. But why do I always get the average scores? It's because I can only answer the questions on the level that teachers can't understand. Let me explain. The way I explain my answers to the questions use words and equations that junior high and high school teachers can't understand. Because of that, they regard my answer as a weird, cryptic answer. So, I'm currently attending a very ordinary high school in the prefecture. To be honest, I don't see the point of coming here. All the classes are too easy for me. I can't wait to go to universities so I can study technical matters. That day, I was walking down the corridor not feeling so great. A girl with gorgeous blonde hair came up to me.
Oh, Asakura-kun, you're not looking great as per usual. What's wrong?
Morning, Kobayakawa-san. I'm just feeling really lazy to come to school. It was Hina Kobayakawa who dissed me the moment she saw me. Kobayakawa-san always came up to me to make fun of me after the routine exam. She was a beautiful girl who was also very smart. She got the top seat in this school's entrance exam, and she always got the highest score whenever we had exams. She only came up to me to make fun of me.
You're really stupid. I wonder how someone can get a score like that. What's up with this equation? You've got the right answer, but the way you solved the problem is super weird. It's funny.
That was how she made fun of me. I could argue her or the teachers to prove that I'm not wrong, but I didn't think that would change a thing. I felt like nothing mattered anymore. I was just going to endure. There will be many others who would understand me when I get into a university, I thought.
Asakura-kun, are you free after school?
No.
You are. Okay, I'll be waiting for you in the library after school.
Hold on. I said I'm not free.
You are free.
No, I'm not.
It's pretty obvious. You don't have any guy friends. The only girl you talk to is me. How can you have a plan after school?
That's harsh. I'm kinda self-conscious about that.
Oh, poor you.
I was at the library after school because Kobayakawa-san invited me to come.
Ah, here comes Asakura-kun, the loner. Welcome.
Hey, I'm not a loner.
But you don't have a friend.
You don't have to say that.
Asakura-kun, you're really funny.
Shut up. And why did you tell me to come here?
I thought we should study together.
I'm not gonna study. Can I read a book instead?
Whoa, so that's why you don't have a friend.
Just leave me alone. She said that she wanted to study together, but it seemed like she only invited me here so she could make fun of me. I probably should go home, I thought.
You really are stupid. This is an opportunity for you to be tutored by me.
I don't need a tutor. I didn't have anything that I had to study for in high school, but Kobayakawa-san forced me to study with her. A day before the routine exam in October, Kobayakawa-san summoned me to see her again. This was a regular thing for us. I knew what she was going to say even before seeing her.
You have to compete with me tomorrow.
I'm curious, but what's so fun about holding this competition when you know that you're gonna win?
It's fun because it's fun. What's wrong with that?
It doesn't make any sense.
And, are you in for the competition?
If you insist.
We should bet something this time around.
Like what?
If you score higher against me in this routine exam, you can do whatever you want with me.
Oh? I can do whatever I want to do to her? Whatever? Does that include, like, stuff that we can do in bed? Oh!
If I win, I can ask for whatever I want from you.
What?
Otherwise, it's gonna be too unfair.
I see.
Promise.
Kobayakawa-san said and left as if she was running away from me. She always asked me to compete with her in exams, but this was the first time she bet something. I wasn't expecting this, but since she ran off like that, I couldn't decline her challenge. I'm gonna lose anyways. I'm sure her wishes aren't outrageous, or at least that was what I hoped. I turned in my paper and the routine exam ended. I was super sure that I would get a full mark, but I also knew that I wouldn't. As I expected, all of my scores were below average.
They are truly horrible scores. Did you study for the exam?
I'm pretty sure I did, when I was in primary school.
This is why I offered to tutor you.
Shut up. And I thought I have to do anything for you now. Kobayakawa-san, the smarty pants.
Yeah, let me think.
Kobayakawa-san acted like she was thinking, but she didn't look like she was thinking. She knew what she wanted to ask me when she asked me to challenge her yesterday. I have a bad feeling about this, I thought.
Oh, I know.
Kobayakawa-san stopped pretending and grinned. It was scary.
I want to go to your house, Asakura-kun.
What?
You didn't hear me. I want to go to your house, Asakura-kun.
Really? Wait, why?
What do you mean, why? I felt like it.
Kobayakawa-san was blushing and looking up to me. I had been trying not to think about it, but she was actually very pretty. I didn't think I could hold myself back if a pretty girl like her came over to my house. I'm fine with that since I promised you I'd do anything, but are you sure?
What do you mean?
I mean, you shouldn't go to a guy's house like that. What are you gonna do if he had bad intentions?
But you don't have a gut to do anything to me, right?
Well, no.
Then it's fine.
As a man, I was very sad to know that Kobayakawa-san thought of me as a coward. I am a very manly guy. If a pretty girl visited my house, there's only one thing that I can do. I'm gonna be throwing away my virginity. Or that was what I thought. She was right about me being a coward. I wouldn't dare to do such things.
Oh, I didn't know your house was this gorgeous.
It's nothing different from other houses. I invited Kobayakawa-san over to my house and into the living room. And I went to the kitchen to pour some barley tea for us.
I wonder what this is. What is this?
It's an invitation from a British university. They want me to go there.
I'm sorry, they want who to come?
Me? Who else is there? Kobayakawa-san looked very confused. She was staring into my eyes. To be fair, she only knew my horrible scores. I didn't think no one in our school imagined that I was actually smart enough to receive an invitation from a British university.
That British university, could it be...
Oh, it's Exford.
Why? Who are you?
I didn't have an option but to explain. I told her everything. The fact that I received special education from an early age. The fact that I was actually a genius who received multiple offers from foreign universities and research facilities. Kobayakawa-san had her mouth wide open. She was completely shocked. Then she stood up. "I'm leaving," she murmured. I told her that I'd walk her to the station. We didn't talk, but I took her to the nearest station.
Asakura-kun dropped me off at the station, so I ran into a train that has just arrived. Asakura-kun. I had always made fun of him, but he was super smart. He even got invitations from famous foreign universities. I didn't want to believe it, but I saw evidences. I had no choice but to believe him. Hold on, why am I always with Asakura-kun who is in a different class? A question popped into my head. I never thought about it deeply, but once I started thinking, there was only one answer that I could think of. Because I like him. I didn't expect myself to come up with an answer like that. I was blushing in the train. So I have a crush on Asakura-kun.
The next day, Kobayakawa-san was waiting for me in the school entrance. I'd never seen her wait for anyone like that before.
Ah, Asakura-kun, morning.
Oh, morning?
Hey, do you want to eat lunch with me today?
Sure. Kobayakawa-san was acting so differently from usual. Also, she was acting weird.
Yay!
There must be something wrong with her, I thought. It wasn't my place to say this, but she never acted this cute before. Hey, Kobayakawa-san, I may or may not feel like you're acting differently today.
I realized something.
Huh?
I like you, Asakura-kun.
What? It was a sudden confession. Oh, she's teasing me again. You're joking me, right?
No, I'm not. Will you go out with me?
For real? Apparently, she wasn't teasing me. I could see that. Her eyes told everything.
You don't want to?
To be honest, I didn't know if I was in love with her or not. She kept on making fun of me every time she had an opportunity. She annoyed me so much at first, but now I felt comfortable being around her. I had so much fun being with her. I never fell in love with anyone, so I didn't quite know what it felt like to be in love. But I enjoyed being with Kobayakawa-san, and I wanted to be with her more. Maybe this was what people called love. I like you too, Kobayakawa-san.
Uh-huh.
So please go out with me.
Sure.
Just like that, I started dating Kobayakawa-san. I swear that I will be with her forever and ever.
I made up my mind from the first time I saw you. Please go out with me.
I, Tsukasa Nita, am being asked out on an empty rooftop. This here that is stretching out her arm for me to shake it is my childhood friend Aki Oshiro. We used to play together a lot when we were younger, but regularly she's someone a regular folk like me would have any connection to. Her father runs a large famous company, and Aki is what one would call an heiress.
So, what do you say?
I'm sorry, I can't go out with you.
Oh man, I got turned down again. This is the 100th time in total.
I mean, you really don't give up, do you? What do you like about me so much? Not only is she rich, but as you can see, she is also very pretty. She has a great personality and won't boast about her wealth. Because of that, she is very popular among the guys.
Because I want to go out with you. I'll have you know, I have no interest in any other guys but you.
Ugh, she has such weird taste.
I don't mind having weird taste. So, how about we try dating and see how it goes?
No thanks.
Well, why not?
What does she want from a nerd like me?
Did you just wonder what I want from a nerd like you?
Are you a mind reader or something?
Hey, don't change the subject like that.
I was freaked out because you guessed exactly what I was thinking.
Freaked out? So rude. I can feel hurt too, you know.
To be honest, all I have to offer is that I'm a little good at making games that I make as a hobby. I'm trying to make money off of my game, but it's not going well. There is no way that I can be in the same league as Aki Oshiro. So I had no idea why she would try 100 times to try and date me.
Hey Tsukasa, I'm hungry, so let's go to the cafeteria and get some lunch.
Hey, don't wrap your arm around me like that.
Huh? Why not? It's just like we always do.
That's the problem.
Okay, fine. So what do you want to eat, Tsukasa? I might just try out the extra large curry bowl.
Please, can you listen to me for once? This is my everyday, being pulled around and messed with by Aki. A little while after that, us seniors were heading out to our graduation trip. The trip will be to Nara and Kyoto, a staple trip destination. While my classmates are having fun, I was... well, riding solo is the default for a nerd like me. And I was having fun on my own when...
Hey Tsukasa, let's walk around together. You know there are a lot of temples and good food here in Kyoto.
Whoa, Aki? I told you to stop hugging me like that. Plus, I'm...
You're gonna say alone, aren't you?
Don't say alone.
Well, you always say that you're alone.
It's okay for me to say it, but it's kind of frustrating when other people say about me.
Boo, meanie.
I'm not a meanie, I'm just a little sensitive.
Well, I don't really care about that, so let's go. It is a trip after all, come on.
Hey, stop pulling me. Oh man, everyone's watching us, especially all the guys.
Hey Tsukasa, Kyoto's waiting for us.
Oh fine, I get it, but you need to relax a little more. She herself doesn't seem to realize it so much, but Aki stands out anywhere with her good looks and physique. And since Aki is inviting me out to spend time with her alone, all the guys are watching at me with looks of jealousy.
So, where do we start? Tsukasa, I would recommend.
I really need for her to realize that she's someone special. And from there, Aki took me around many of her favorite sightseeing spots. She has been to Kyoto many times before with her father.
How is it? Isn't the sweets and tea here great? It's one of my favorites.
I guess it's good. I think. Honestly, it's such a foreign taste for me. I can't even tell if it's good or bad. To me, that's from a not-so-wealthy family. It was my first time in Kyoto. Well, it's actually my first trip, period. I said not so wealthy, but my father disappeared when I was young. So we are actually quite poor. Now that I spend time with her, I really feel the difference in the world we live in. And even after that, Aki took me around places. As I'm not used to traveling, I was exhausted. After I returned to the RomCom hotel, I didn't have much time to rest, as it was already dinner time.
I'm gonna take your sashimi, Tsukasa.
I was saving that tuna.
You should always eat your favorites first, Tsukasa. Yummy.
Why you're rich enough to eat sashimi whenever you want.
It's good because I took it from you.
How cruel. I'm not even in the same group as Aki, and yet she is here right next to me. I don't really want to know how she managed that. She is sitting right beside me, and is carefully eyeing all my food. What a cruel villain she is.
Oh fine, my bad. I'll give you mine, so cheer up.
That had better be true. It has to be an equal trade.
Well then here, you can have this meat. It's juicy, so it's got to be good.
Gulp. Do you mean it?
Sure. I want you to have it. Here, open wide.
Well then, I'll gladly take it off your hands.
So, how is it?
Yeah, it's really good. Hey! Shoot, I was too distracted by the meat that I didn't notice I was being fed by her.
You're so vulnerable, Tsukasa. This is pretty much an indirect kiss.
Everyone around us was staring, but I decided not to notice that. After dinner, I took a quiet bath in the onsen. I was so tired from being around Aki all day today. All the other guys were still out talking, but I was going to get some rest. Then... The room was all dark. I guess everyone else went to bed too. Right after I opened my eyes, the entrance door opened, and someone was walking in. And still being quiet, the person snuck into my bed. What are you doing?
I guess I snuck in your bed. I mean, it is a school trip after all.
Snuck in? If the teacher finds out about this, As we were whispering to each other, the teachers started to look around. I can feel someone coming closer. You just keep hiding.
Tsukasa?
We stay hidden, holding each other close in the bed, so that we don't get caught.
Tsukasa, I can't breathe.
Shut up for a sec.
Okay.
Please just go away, or else After that, we somehow didn't get caught, and I was walking down a dark hallway to walk Aki back to her room.
You didn't have to walk me back.
What are you talking about? You wouldn't go back otherwise.
You saw right through me.
I mean, what are you doing, snooping around like that? That was a guy's room. There were other guys in the room too, you know?
Well, that's because I really like you, Tsukasa. I wanted you to know that
Aki...
Hey, don't act like you're surprised. It was my 101st attempt.
That's right.
So, what's it gonna be?
Man, I don't want you doing something dangerous like that again. Okay, I'll give you a real answer.
Huh? Does that mean...
I can't go out with you yet. A rich girl like you and poor guy like me wouldn't work out.
So does that mean you'll date me once you're not poor?
I guess so. If I'm going to date Aki, it's going to be after I can earn my own money. You might think it's my stupid ego, but I don't think I can see eye to eye with her otherwise. So that's why I've been trying to make it big with my game, but I've been failing at that. Once I can make my own money, I'll ask you out myself. From there, I want you to be with me forever.
Tsukasa, I'm really happy. The 101st attempt kind of turned into a proposal.
What? A proposal?
Oh, Was I wrong?
Well, I guess not. Since then, I devoted even more time into making my game. After graduating high school, I started a video game company with a few of my friends. On top of some of my savings from working, Aki's father was rooting for us and funded our work a little as well. Thanks to all the hard work, my game was a huge hit. Sorry for the wait, Aki.
For real. I've been waiting for this ever since I was a kid.
As promised, I am now her boyfriend, fiancé. I will continue to try my best to be the man Aki deserves. I promised myself as I watched Aki smile happily.